Hi, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed your Thanksgiving break. My whole household got sick, so we weren't able to go to any of our planned family gatherings that we had hoped to go to, but everybody is on the mend and almost better. And so this week, of course, is our last week of class before finals week, so we are almost done with the semester. I think we all need a much longer break than Thanksgiving break, so almost there. One other element of the grant proposal process is writing a letter of inquiry. And of course, some of our previous class readings briefly addressed those, and our textbook also has a sample, which is also very helpful to take a look at. So for today, Monday, you'll be practicing writing a letter of inquiry based on your grant proposal. And of course, although most of you are working as a group on the grant proposal and then the presentation later, for this letter of inquiry assignment, each of you will complete it individually. This letter of inquiry is something I want each of you to get practice with on your own. So do not collaborate on this with your group. This is a solo assignment, and then the rest of you, then you'll collaborate later this week with the presentation. So of course, I do have some detailed instructions about the letter of inquiry assignment on Canvas, so take a look at that. So then at the end of this week, of course, you and your group will be completing a presentation on your grant proposal. So in preparation for that, for Wednesday, a draft of your slides and any other notes, scripts, outline will be due on a discussion board on Canvas. So since most of you are presenting as a group, I do strongly recommend using Google Slides for you and your group members to collaborate on those slides. Easy to collaborate on using Google Slides. And as you'll see in the instructions, the presentation will need to be about 6 to 10 slides, although you can use more if necessary. And there are specific sections I list there of what you need to be addressing in the presentation, so I hope that makes it easy for you. So you and your group members might split up how many slides each person does, or come up with another approach to that you all agree upon to collaborate on creating that presentation. And of course, make sure that you review the instructions for the presentation as well to make sure that you understand all of the requirements for that. And your target audience for this presentation is not only our class, but also our community partner. So the community partner you've been working with, that is an important target audience for this. And of course, after you complete the slides draft, you'll also be responding to others as well. So then your final video presentation will be due by Friday night. So for those of you working in a group, this will be a group presentation. So you and your group will need to decide on how to approach doing this, so that all members of your group have a speaking role in the presentation. And there are various tools that you can use for that, such as recording on Zoom. I have some links to various tools in the instructions on Canvas, so take a look at that to see what your options are, and maybe you have another idea that would work well. So you and your group members will likely need to schedule a live video meeting later this week to whether it be going over and collaborate on it or to actually be recording the presentation if you're going to do it that way. There are ways to record it asynchronously. So, you can, I'll let your groups work that out, of course. So I do know, of course, that Friday can come up very fast and is also a very quick turnaround for the presentation, especially with the slides draft being only due a couple of days before that. So please do contact me if that timeline poses any challenges for your group. So you will be submitting the presentation to a discussion board. So it is essential that it be easily viewable by me and the rest of the class. Uploading it as an unlisted YouTube video can be one good approach to, or also hosting the video elsewhere online so that a link is all that is necessary for I and your classmates to view it. I would really avoid uploading large video files because they don't always upload to the Canvas discussion board very well. And they can also cause problems for classmates to view them. Also remember that for those of you working with Wayne Township as our community partner, I will be sharing your final presentation and your final proposal with them. So while the proposal files are easy to share, links to the video presentation are much easier to share with a community partner than a file, because files can be very large for videos. So after getting your presentations submitted, you will then be watching classmates' presentations and responding to at least 3 of them by Monday of finals week. And of course, take a look on Canvas for more details about that. Then, of course, during finals week, we'll also be having a final class reflection. And I'll share some more info about that later, but you can feel free to look ahead to that. Just a quick note about the final proposals that you already submitted. I have not yet read through the final proposals. If you and your group, as you work on the presentations, if you decide on anything that you'd like to change with the proposal itself, just let me know. You can send me an updated proposal. I have a bunch of other grading going on this week, as all we have to be focusing on first anyway, so I will be holding off on grading the final proposals until during finals week. So meanwhile, any updates between now and then that you'd like to make, you may do that. Just let me know, and you can send me an updated file. So finally, if you have not yet completed the course evaluations for this class, please take a few minutes to do that. I really appreciate it. I know some of you have, so thank you. The system is only going to be open until Friday of this week. So you can find a link to the evaluation system on My Miami. You can just go to the search bar there and write in course evaluations and search, and it should pop up with the right tab for the course evaluation. So really appreciate it. And of course, this being our first time with this version of the class online, your feedback is also very valuable to me as I update the class next time. And we've learned from what worked and what didn't work this semester. I'm going to leave it at that. But if you have any questions as you work on the presentation this week, make sure you do let me know. Happy to help out. I really am looking forward to all of them.